Good morning to everyone. This is the sum we are going to do now in front of your screens. Ranjit, Manjeet and Paramjeet are equal partners of Mrs. Hindle and Company. So all the three partners are sharing their profits and losses equally as they are equal partners of the firm Hindle and Company. The balance sheet of the firm is given as follows. As on 31/12/2014, capital account is there. Ranjit 50,000, Manjeet 1 lakh, and Paramjeet is having a debit balance. Now, what do you mean by debit balance? Debit balance means he has to pay to the business 30,000. So, what about Ranjit and Manjeet? Ranjit and Manjeet have a credit balance because it's a positive balance in the liability side. So they have to get this capital balances. When the business is closed, they should get 50,000 and 1 lakh respectively from the business. And Paramjeet, having a debit balance, has to repay 30,000 to the business. Loan from bank is there, 5 lakh. Which is a long-term loan, 5 lakh. And then we have creditors for 1 lakh. In the asset side, land, building, plant and machinery is there as fixed asset, and as current asset, there is stock and debtors. Now, on the date, it was decided to convert the partnership into a limited company called Hindle Limited on the following terms. So, on the above mentioned date, they have decided to convert their partnership into a limited company, and the name of the limited company will be Hindle Limited. The following are the terms of conversion. Land to be revalued at rupees 1,50,000. The value of the land was 50,000. The new value to be taken is 1,50,000. Plant and machinery to be revalued at 2,50,000. The old value was 2 lakh. The new value is 2,50,000. Depreciation amounting to 20,000 to be written off on building. Building was 70,000, and we have to write off the depreciation of 20,000. So what will be the new value? Can anyone tell me? 70,000 was the old value, and we have to write off depreciation of 20,000. So 70,000 minus 20,000, we will get the answer as 50,000. Provision of 10% of book value to be made for obsolete stock. So stock is 3 lakhs, and we have to make a provision of 10%, means there is an obsolete stock of 10%, so that we have to write off. So stock is 3 lakhs and 10% of 3 lakh is 30,000. So the new value of stock will be 3 lakh minus 30,000, which will be equal to 2,70,000. There is a provision to be made for doubtful debts at 10% on debtors. So debtor is 1 lakh and 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000. So debtor, there is a doubtful debts of 10,000. So 1 lakh minus 1 lakh is the value of debtor in the balance sheet, minus 10,000. We will get 90,000 as the new value of debtors. They say a discount of 6% would be earned on creditors when paid out. Creditor is 1 lakh and discount percentage is 6%. So 1 lakh ka 6% is 6,000. So we can get a discount of 6,000 on creditors. So 1 lakh minus 6,000, the new value of creditors will be 94,000. The new company will issue 12,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, credited as fully paid up. such capital being valued at rupees 1,50,000. So the new company will satisfy the purchase consideration by issue of equity shares of 10 each. Number of equity shares is 12,000 and the shares will be fully paid up. So when we calculate 12,000 into 10, we get 1,20,000. But they say that the share capital will be valued at 1,50,000. Can anyone tell me 12,000 into 10 gives us 1,20,000, but the shares are issued at valued at 1,50,000. So this 1,50,000 minus 1,20,000, the difference is of 30,000. Can anyone tell me what is this extra? What is being given? 12,000 into 10 gives us 1,20,000. Multiply 12,000 into 10, you will get 1,20,000. But they have given the value as 1,50,000. So this extra 30,000, what is it called? Whenever shares are issued above the face value, the excess amount is called as the premium. So here also the value, if we go to the face value, it is 10 rupees share and number of shares is 12,000. So 12,000 into 10 gives us 1,20,000, but they are saying to value at the shares at 1,50,000. So the amount above 1,20,000, that is the difference is 30,000, that is the premium that is paid. Because this is settlement of purchase consideration, the extra what is given is the premium. And the balance payable is to be discharged by issue of 10% debentures of rupees 100 each. Now they have said that the balance amount has to be paid by issuing 10% debentures of rupees 100 each. Now, we don't know how much is the balance amount. So now our first step in this conversion, like amalgamation, is to calculate the purchase consideration. Now, as we had discussed, that there are three methods of purchase consideration. First one is lump sum method, where directly the amount of PC is given, but we cannot see the amount of PC anywhere in the question. We have just read out the full question and they have not given the amount of PC anywhere here. So PC as per lump sum method cannot be done. Then as per payment method, they have given what the equity, how in equity shares what will be paid is given. That is given. But debentures, how much amount payable as debentures is not given clearly. So this cannot be payment method also. So there is only one left out method, that is net asset method. So we will have to calculate the PC as per net asset method, and also the revised value of assets and liabilities is given in this question. So we have to calculate the PC as per net asset method. What they want us to prepare, show the necessary ledger accounts to close the books of Hindal and Company. So necessary ledger accounts in the firm, partnership firm Hindal and Company, that we have to prepare, and show the opening balance sheet of the new company. We will have to show the opening balance sheet of the new company after conversion. And the last point says all partners are solvent and have sufficient cash resources as may be necessary to settle the respective accounts. So they say that all the three partners are solvent. So if required to say, if they need to bring any, because you know that in partnership, the liability is unlimited. If the partner is not able to repay his, if the partner is not able to repay his dues, then even his personal property has to be used to settle his accounts. This you may know I assume that you know this. So what they have said, that all the partners are solvent. They have sufficient cash resources with them. So if necessary, to in order to settle their accounts, they can get sufficient cash resources from their home, from their personal property, from their houses. So that's why they have told that all the partners are solvent. There is no insolvent partner. All the partners are solvent. And if necessary, in order to settle their respective accounts, they are okay with getting they have sufficient cash resources at their disposal. They have sufficient cash resources at their as their personal property at their homes. So if required, they can get that amount. And the last sentence says, shares and debentures are divided equally among the partners. So PC is settled by equity, shares and debentures. That has to be divided among the partners. Now, how to divide the shares and debentures among the partners? They have told that divide them equally. Divide the shares and debentures equally among the partners. So the PC is settled by issue of equity shares and debentures that has to be divided among the partners. So we will have to divide it equally. Now, let us start with the question. Let us start with the solution. Question I have read. Now, let us start with the solution. The first step is to calculate the purchase consideration. So as per net asset method, what we will do, all assets taken over by the company in revised or book value. So what all resource we have, what all assets we have. Fixed asset may we have land, and the revised value of land is given. How much it is? Revalued figure, revised value is given. Old value is 50,000, new value is 1,50,000. Next we have building. Building, the old value given is 70,000, but they say there is a depreciation amounting to 20,000. So 70,000 minus depreciation 20,000, the new value as we had discussed, it is 50,000. Then we have plant and machinery 2 lakh. The revalued figure is given 2,50,000. So plant and machinery, the new value given is 2,50,000. Then they say that there has to be a provision on 10% provision on for the basis of obsolete stock. So stock, the value is 3 lakh, and we have to minus 10% as obsolete stock. So the revised value will be 2,70,000. And debtor also, there is a 10% provision for doubtful debts. So the value of debtors is 1 lakh minus 10%. So the revised value will be 90,000, correct? 10,000 minus karenge because 1 lakh ka 10% is 10,000. So we get the new figure. So now, is there any other asset given? We have recorded all the assets in the balance sheet, and the revised value of goodwill is not given. So only this many assets are there. And let us take the total. Let us take the total of A, and then here we will less all external liabilities taken over by the company in revised or book value, and here we will write this one will be B. This total is coming to 8,50,000. Check everyone whether you're getting 8,50,000 or check whether you're getting 8,10,000. 8,10,000. Then let us go and see what all are the external liabilities. So we have capital, Ranjit, Manjit, Paramjit. Other than capital, we have loan from bank and creditor. 5 lakh, 1 lakh. So here, let us write. This is 5 lakh, new value is not given. So we will take the old value, and creditor, there is a discount of 6%. See, 6% discount. So minus 6%, we will get 94,000. So the total will come to, total of B will come to 5,94,000. And now finally our purchase consideration is A minus B, which is 8,10,000 minus 5,94,000. We are getting 2,16,000 as our PC. So now let us do the discharge of PC. What are we giving? See the G point, 12,000 equity shares. Equity shares of ₹10 each, issued at how much? That let us find out. But they've directly given the amount 1,50,000. So what will be the issue price? That we can understand. 1,50,000 में issue किया and number of shares is 12,000. So divide karo, you will get the issue price, that is ₹12.5 each. See here, issue price means कितने में दिया? If the face value is 10, so अगर 10 rupees में दिया होता तो यहाँ पे 1,20,000 आना चाहिए था. But they are giving more than the face value. They are giving more than the face value. So 1,50,000 divided by 12,000 किया, we get 12.5, means 2.5 का per share premium है. Then balance what we are going to give. They have said that the balance is payable by issue of 10% debentures. But that balance amount we don't know. In 10% debentures of ₹100 each, we don't know the amount, it is balance. So let us add balancing figure. And we know the total purchase consideration that we have already calculated. Total purchase consideration is 2,16,000. So what is the balancing figure? That will be the value of debentures. So it is coming to 66,000. So debenture is 66,000. 2,16,000 minus 1,50,000, we are getting 66,000. Now they've asked us to prepare ledger accounts, show necessary ledger accounts in the book of Hindal and Company. Hindal and Company is the firm. So we have to prepare realization account, partners capital account, because they have told sufficient cash if necessary to settle the account. Sufficient cash resources are available with the partner. So extra cash bank account also we have prepared. Then Hindal Limited account is there, and they have told to prepare the new balance sheet of the company. So that also we have done. So now first step in realization is to various assets. And what we will do, debit side, we will write all the assets at balance sheet value. So we will copy. We will paste it here. Then what we will do, we will copy the amount because balance sheet value. And now our next step, by various external liabilities. Other than capital, what external liability we have? Loan from bank and creditors. 5 lakh, 1 lakh is the value. So what we will do, we will write down 5 lakh and 1 lakh. Now our next step is we have posted all the assets, all the external liability. Now capital we will post in the respective account. Now what we will do, by Hindal Limited. Hindal Limited account, that is PC due. PC due. So how much is the amount of PC? 2,16,000. Now the opposite effect, Hindal may by becomes 2 or name of the opposite account, realization. 2,16,000. Now how the PC is discharged? By way of equity shares and by way of 10% debentures. That we have just done the settlement of PC, discharge of PC, and we know this way it has been discharged. What is the amount? 1,50,000 and 66,000. So this way the PC is discharged 1,50,000 and 66,000. When we total it, the account is getting tallied with 2,16,000. Now what we will do, let us transfer the capital balances of the partners. Ranjit and Manjit 50,000, 1 lakh. Paramjit is having a debit balance of 30,000. So we'll go to the respective capital account. By balance brought down. Ranjit and Manjit are having a credit balance 50,000 and 1 lakh. Paramjit is having a debit balance. So we will write down in the debit side, 2 balance brought down. Last May, it is how much? 30,000. This we have done. Now let us go to the realization account. Is there any asset not taken over by the new company? We can see, we have seen in the PC, we have taken all the assets in the PC. So there is no asset not taken over by the new company. And we have also posted all the external liabilities we have written in the PC. That means all the external liabilities also are taken over by the new company. So now our duty is to close the realization account. Close the realization account. So when we close it, we get 8,16,000. Now asset side, we have completely taken all the amount and posted it in the realization. Uska total is 7,20,000. is coming to 7,20,000. So how much is the profit? Can anyone tell me? And this profit will go to the partners capital account, bracket में profit. In bracket we will write profit. So 8,16,000 minus 7,20,000. So we are getting 96,000 as the profit. And this profit, these are equal partners. All the three are equal partners. So equally this profit has to be distributed among the partner. Ranjit, 96,000 into 3 partner, 1:1:1. So 1/3. And Manjeet also same, 96,000 into 1 divided by 3. And Paramjeet also same, 96,000 into 1 divided by 3. We are getting 32,000 for all the three of them. So profit will be divided this way. Now this profit will be transferred to two partners, will become by realization. And how much is the amount? 32,000. 32,000 and 32,000. Now what we will do, we will have to distribute the equity shares and the debentures. We will have to distribute the equity share and the debentures among the partners. Now how to divide? Given in the question last line, shares and debentures are divided equally among the partners. They have told we have to divide equally both shares and debentures. So 1,50,000 तीन partners में divide करना है equally. So divide by 3. So equally how much? 50,000 मिलेगा. All the three will get 50,000 each, because they have already told to divide equally. Debenture is 66,000. So divide equally, divide by 3. So equally how much each partner will get? 22,000, 22,000 and 22,000. Now we will close the book. See, whatever will be the difference, they are ready to get from their home cash resource. So let us see which side is heavy. Here it is coming 82,000. Here it is coming 72. So 82 is higher. Here also 72. And here 1,32,000. Here it is 72 plus 30, 1,02,000. 1,02,000, and here it is only 32,000. So this side is heavy, debit is heavy, and here credit is heavy for Ranjit and Paramjeet. Credit side is heavy. So let whatever difference will come, we will show it as cash bank account. This will be our balancing figure. Here also difference आएगा तो by cash bank account balancing figure. So now what is the difference? 82 minus 72, 10,000 Ranjit ka, and 1,32,000 minus 72, 60,000 for Manjeet. Here ये side दूसरा side heavy है. Debit is heavy, so difference will come in the credit. Here nothing. Here nothing. And here how much? 1,02,000 minus 32 is equal to 70. That means, see देखो, बाई कैश बैंक, इसका ऑपोजिट इफेक्ट इधर आ जाएगा, डेबिट साइड ऑफ कैश बैंक में टू नेम परमजीत कैपिटल अकाउंट. That means debit side of cash means receipt. Paramjit has to get 70,000 from his home to settle his account. Paramjit has to get 70,000 from his home to settle his account, and this too is coming in the payment. मतलब बिजनेस इनको पे करेगा रंजीत को, रंजीत कैपिटल अकाउंट and Manjeet capital account are in the payment. Manjeet capital account are in the payment side, means business will pay them 10,000 and what else? 10,000 and 60,000 respectively. So 10,000 and 60,000. When we total the cash bank account, it is tallying with 70,000. So this is done. Now what is left out? Now balance sheet is left out. So balance sheet of the company. So first one we call it liability side को we call it equity and liabilities. उसमें equity refers to shareholders fund. Equity मतलब shareholders fund, and shareholder fund में होता है share capital and reserves and surplus. So equity means shareholders fund, and shareholders fund में what shareholder fund consists of share capital and reserves and surplus. So let us prepare notes to account to find out कितना amount है. So first one, share capital. Share capital में there is 12,000 shares. कितना शेयर से we can see here ना 12,000. We can go above satisfaction of discharge of PC. 12,000 equity shares of 10 each issued at 12.5. So यहाँ पे we will write only the face value. Premium हम अलग से बताते हैं. Premium का amount is stored in security premium. So here 12,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. That will give us 1,20,000. As I told you, share capital में सिर्फ शेयर का फेस वैल्यू में बताना है. जो भी एक्सेस अमाउंट है that will be shown as securities premium. So next our note is reserves and surplus. Now reserves and surplus में normally जितना भी reserves होता है firm में that is distributed among the partners. So जब टेक ओवर होता है assets and liabilities का कोई भी रिजर्व नहीं होता, तो नॉर्मली रिजर्व नील हो सकता होगा. लेकिन अगर ये जो हम टेक ओवर ऑफ असेट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज का एंट्री करते हैं, यहाँ पे अगर सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल डेबिट साइड इज डेबिट का टोटल हाई है और हमें डिफरेंस क्रेडिट में मिलता है, तो उसको हम कैपिटल रिजर्व बोलते हैं, विच इज अ रिजर्व. ऐसा हो सकता है जब हम जर्नल एंट्रीज पास करेंगे, तो कंपनी का जर्नल एंट्रीज पास करेंगे व्हेन इट इज नॉट अ नेट असेट मेथड. क्योंकि नेट असेट मेथड होगा तो इट विल बी गुडविल, मैक्सिमम टाइम्स इट विल बी गुडविल, नहीं तो देयर विल बी नो कैपिटल रिजर्व, नो गुडविल लाइक इन दिस सब. जब भी नेट असेट मेथड करते हैं तो वो हमेशा मैक्सिमम टाइम गुडविल रहेगा, नहीं तो नो गुडविल. जैसे ये सम में देयर इज नो गुडविल, विदाउट गुडविल पीसी हैज बीन सेटल्ड. सो नहीं तो जब हम जर्नल एंट्री करते हैं, अगर लमसम मेथड है या पेमेंट मेथड है, तो देयर में बी समटाइम बी कैपिटल रिजर्व ऑल्सो। कैपिटल रिजर्व मतलब क्या? डेबिट साइड ऑफ द असेट्स आर मोर एंड लाइबिलिटी जो है वो लेस है। तो उस सिचुएशन में न्यू कंपनी को फायदा हो जाता है, वो लोग कम पे करते हैं, तो उनको कैपिटल उस टाइम पे कैपिटल रिजर्व होता है। तो वो एक दैट टाइम वी विल हैव अ रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस। या तो दूसरा सिचुएशन है, जब हम शेयर्स और डिबेंचर्स को कभी भी अगर प्रीमियम में इशू करेंगे, कैसे इशू करेंगे? प्रीमियम में इशू करेंगे। लाइक इन दिस क्वेश्चन वी हैव शेयर 10 रुपीज का है, बट हमने 12.5 में इशू किया है शेयर्स। सो जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट है दैट इज प्रीमियम, एंड प्रीमियम को हम सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम में स्टोर करते हैं। सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम इज अ रिजर्व। सो 12,000 शेयर्स पे 2.5 का प्रीमियम है, which gives us 30,000. So this 30,000 extra what is being paid is premium. फिर इसके बाद our liabilities, equity हो गया. We have and liabilities. Liabilities are two types. Non-current liability means long-term borrowings, liabilities which are for a longer period of time. So long term borrowings भी बोलते हैं। तो long term borrowings में what is there? What is there in long term borrowing? Go to the PC. हमारे पास दो एक्सटर्नल लाइबिलिटी था, एक लोन फ्रॉम बैंक जो हमने टेक ओवर किया, दूसरा क्रेडिटर्स। क्रेडिटर इज अ करंट लाइबिलिटी, शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में वी विल प्रीपे अवर सप्लायर्स। बट लोन फ्रॉम बैंक, bank loan, debentures are a long-term borrowings, non-current liabilities, liabilities which are for a longer period of time. So loan from bank 5 lakh. Loan from bank is 5 lakh, and we also have debenture 66,000. So let us prepare a note for this, because more than one item is there. We will say long-term borrowings, here we have loan from bank. Loan from bank is 5 lakhs, and we have 10% debentures of ₹100 each, 66,000. The total is coming to 5,66,000. So इसके बाद we have current liabilities. In current liabilities we have, so let us see what current liability we have. Check in the PC. We have only creditors 94,000. So here we will write trade creditors को हम trade payables बोलते हैं. In bracket if you want to write, you can write creditors. Creditors मतलब trade payables. Creditor plus bills payable is trade payables. इतना ही है. So we'll write the total and then we will tally. Same way here we have assets. Asset also is of two types, non-current assets and current assets. Non-current asset में हम non-current asset को बोलते हैं property, plant and equipment. Property, plant and equipment. Here these of two types, tangible and intangible. Let us check whether we have any intangible assets. Go to the PC. हमारे पास 3 tangible है, land, building, plant and machinery, but we don't have any intangible asset. So tangible asset के लिए let us prepare a node because more than one is there. So यहाँ पे we will go for 4th one and we will write here for tangible assets. We have here, we will paste. So let us once check the amounts. 1,50,000, 50 and 2,50,000. So here we will write land is 1,50,000, building is depreciation minus करके this 50,000 and plant and machinery is 2,50,000. Add करो 1,50,000 plus 50,000 building plus 2,50,000, we are getting 4,50,000. So we will write here 4,50,000 and intangible we don't have any, so we will write nil. इसके बाद B current assets for a shorter period of time. So यहाँ पे let us first go here and see what we have current asset में. Yes, stock and debtor. Stock is called inventory, debtor is called trade receivable, 2,70,000 and 90,000. So we will write here inventories मतलब stock and debtor को बोलेंगे trade receivables. Trade receivables. So what is the amount? Inventory का amount है 2,70,000 and debtor is 90,000. Debtor plus bill receivable को हम trade receivable बोलते हैं. तो यहाँ पे but I want it here in the center. तो अभी total करो. How much is the total coming of both the sides? It is coming 8,10,000. 8,10,000. When we add all the liabilities, we get 8,10,000. When we add all the assets, we get 8,10,000. And with this, we can say our balance sheet is tallying and the sum is over. Thank you very much, everyone.